Hi y'all, I'm back, and I built another controller. It's a somewhat loose replica of an EMD style control stand like out of an SD40 or GP38 or something like that. It's got all the main controls. I think it's pretty cool, so I'll go through it here pretty quick. Also, if you want more frequent updates, join my Discord. I'm going to post it in the description. Hopefully the link works, but yeah, first and foremost, we have the reverser actually, which is, according to the 3D model that I found, is an actual full-scale reverser, so that should be compatible if you have actual reversers. Second, you got the throttle. It's actually got notches this time, in terms of both notch indicators and, like, actual clicky stuff in there. So, like, you know where the notches are. It's not as strong as a normal one, because it's not a normal one, but, you know, that's besides the point. Then you've got dynamic brakes, you got the indicators in there. Those should be orange, but I'm too lazy to reprint them. If you print your own, you can totally make them orange. So, that's your dynamic brake. It latches into the off position. It's pretty fun. It's smooth in there, but there's still some resistance because there's still a spring. Then you got the brakes, the fun ones. You got the 26 brake valve up here, latches into handle off, and emergency latches into release as well. No minimum application notch because I just didn't want to. So yeah, works pretty well. Then you got the independent brakes. These are pretty fun. Took me way too long to make, but you got range of motion there, and it bails off. So when you do that, bail off the brakes. It's a straight handle because that's just what I made. You can probably make one of those. You know, I'm not going to do that. Then you got the horn, currently broken because I broke it, but there's just a little pin that goes in there, presses this, activates a keyboard switch, good stuff like that. You got buttons. These are actually 3D printed. They turned out fairly well. You know, they're not that great, but for $1 a piece, it's, you know, they can't complain. Headlight switches, using ball bearings and whatnot. Not great, but you know, I don't use the headlight switches too much. It's not really a huge deal. Now then there's these little things, the breakers. You know, I have a proof of concept work going for these somewhere over here. Yeah, like this. But I had bad contacts in there, so I got these little micro switches to put in there so it should work more accurately. But then my fusion broke, so I couldn't model that. But it's fine, because I can do it now if I really want to. Again, in the future. But, yeah, that's an overview of basically everything. I'll go over train simulator compatibility next, and also how you can build one. Run 8 is fully working, because Run 8 is cool, and it's always worked since the beginning, because they use actual control interfaces. You got your throttle and stuff like that. You got dynamic brakes up here. Game takes like 5 minutes to register those. There it goes. Then you got brake valves, which do line up properly to their handle off. Then it goes into emergency after that. I added a little debounce delay, whatever, so it's a bit delayed, but you know, if you're going into emergency like that rush, something really bad's gonna happen anyway. Independent brakes, like this, bails off. Doesn't really show in the game, but you know, if you hear the sounds. And then all the buttons are there, all your main controls are there, all the headlight controls are there. They'll be coded up soon. That's about it for Run 8. I could probably get it to work with Train Sim Classic. I have the code base to do it, but I don't play Train Sim Classic, so I'm not gonna do it. I mean, I'll post the code regardless if y'all want to play around with it, but nah, I'm not going to do that. It works my beloved game too. This is what started it all. I had to. I'm sorry. You should totally check out this game, though. It's awesome. And thanks to whoever legend made this program, its TSW joystick interface, it allows you to actually, like, interface with Train Sim World with custom controls. It's the best thing ever. It takes, like, a week to actually get working, but I've gotten this to work with SD40s. I've gotten it to work with AC4400s. Even with this thing down here. Yeah, no, I didn't forget about that, don't worry. But you can hook up some of that stuff to Train Sim World using this program. I will link it in the description. It is not my work, but I thank whoever made it very much. You have done great work for the world. So the plan is, in the future, I'm going to soon upload the code, the files, and instructions on how to build one yourself. The frame itself, I just made out of scrap wood. You can really make it out of anything that you want. It's just, you gotta make it with, I think I have the template somewhere around here, but you just gotta cut out certain holes in it, just M5 bolts that go through it, so it holds that stuff together. Then it's all just connected to an Arduino. There's supposed to be an Arduino back here. Oh, there it is. I did find a way to get it work with Arduino Unos though, so that's pretty fun. You don't gotta get an Arduino Leonardo to get it to work with keyboard stuff, and it's all over the serial regardless, because I run half the stuff on Python because I'm lazy. But yeah, so you can use either of those, and it's just a mess of wiring, and once it's all together, you just plug it into the computer, upload the code, calibrate the controls, which is a whole thing on its own. I'm not even going to talk about that right now. But yeah, overall, pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. If you want to see any like gameplay with this, or more content with it, you know, just let me know in the comments. I think it'll be pretty fun. So that's all. Thanks for watching, y'all. Also, there will be a build guide on this soon. Just be patient.